Alrighty, that should be live on YouTube now. Checking. Okay, YouTube is live. Get the share stream, bang. Alrighty, see when this goes live. Sheena, good morning. Mahadi, what's up? Got to be a little quieter for today, so I apologize about any diminished volume, but just got to be respectful to the folks for today. Let me just get everything set up here. So we've got stream up. Let me know how the quality is. Jason, what's up? Good morning. How are we doing? Let me just make sure all the stream audio and quality is spot on. Get the Twitter post out as well. Alrighty. How's the mic audio? Max, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How's the mic audio, everybody? Just want to make sure we're golden before I get started here fully. Okay. Good morning, S7. How's it going? Good morning. Crisp, awesome. I'm just on some headphone mics for today, so that's what we're ripping. Emad, what's up? Ecom Fit, what's up? Good seeing you guys. Gonzalo, good morning. Low volume? Okay, let me turn it up a bit then. All right, I'm turning up the gain just a tad. This should be a little better. Sal Goodman, what is up? Good morning. All right, we are just about 2 minutes from New York Open here. Had quite an interesting, actually just took some break evens on some longs I was in off this 2:30 a.m. sweep. A-okay though. Indices looking like they're going to want to pop here in New York session. We are having SMT between ES and YM at these highs. So honestly, we could see a sweep out of these 2:30 a.m. lows, which are the London lows, and then we could see a pullback up into some all-time highs for today. What's good, everybody? Howdy. Welcome, everybody. Let me get a little Instagram postage up right now, too. Get everybody all set and ready for the stream. Alrighty, let me get this open, post, take a picture. And we get a link in. I'll check the chats in just a second, guys. We're about a minute and 10 away from, a minute now from New York Open. So, bang. All right, got the Instagram post up live. Now I can check the chat again. Hey, bro, Crypto Origin, what's up? Who is this handsome boy? What's up, Gator? Sheena, brother, how many trades do you take a day? About 2 to 3 trades a day, Sheena. Sometimes even less, or we have major SMT at these lows now. If we see a sweep of this 2:30 a.m. low, we could see, it's going to remove SMT, but we'll see what happens here. Honestly, I'm kind of excited to see what happens with the market today. Crypto, what's up? Obi, howdy. Good seeing you, boss man. Hope you're doing fantastic. I just want to make sure you guys can really hear me well, though. Mic audio is good, right? Just want to make sure. Triple check. Triple check with all of you. What's everybody's game plan for today? Gold here. Longs just played out on gold, actually. They're about to signal it out of here. Gold's retracing into this EQ. We might reject off this EQ. New York Open is in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And bingo. There goes New York Open. Probably a sweep out of this 2:30 a.m. low. Major SMT at the highs with YM right now as well. Let's see what happens. What is going to happen? There's New York Open, sweep out there. Night out, what's up? Good morning. All good with the audio? Perfect. When you closed your charts, like one win, or yeah, if I have one good win on the day, I'll call it. If I have like a small win, then I'll typically take a second trade, or sometimes I just won't take a trade on the day. It really depends, guys. Like it really depends for me. Night out, how's it going, boss? How you doing? All right, there's that sweep of this 2:30 a.m. low as anticipated. We created SMT at the highs between ES and YM, expecting some type of bullish movement now. With this sweep out, this does actually create the start of a change in state of delivery, which I'm going to mark out here as our SIST. Major sweep of this 230 low. Holy cow. Yeah. Night out. Howdy. Welcome everybody. Good to see all the faces in here as per usual. Gonna let markets stabilize here. Ideally I would like to see a sweep of this 2:30 a.m. low followed by a signature back into these all-time highs. If we do look at the hourly time frame in the 4-hour, we are retracing quite heavy, especially with this Monday with this new weekly opening gap, which eventually does need to get filled. We had a major like 300 or whatever, yeah, about 300 point gap up. So ideally with the sweep of 2:30 a.m. low, anticipating a move back into these all-time highs is kind of where my bias lies right now, ideally. But the thing is, we do have to realize this, guy, everybody in the stream, we do have FOMC. And as many of you have probably been anticipating with FOMC, this is going to be probably one of the most important FOMCs we've had in a while. So I will also be very okay with just having a no trade day, considering how aggressive market has been, and how much anticipation there is towards this FOMC coming up. What up, Leah? How are you? Hope you had a good weekend. Panos had a great weekend. How about yourself, Panos? Welcome to the stream. Glad audio's good and that we are chilling. Full port FOMC is what you're saying, right? Basically, not financial advice, but yeah, you might as well. You're either rags or riches, right? Insane, Arto. What's up, by the way, Arto? Welcome to the stream, boss. Good having you back. As per usual, boss man is back. Back rat-tat-tat. Sweep of this 2:30 a.m. low. Now form this 30-minute EQ. So no trade tomorrow. I'm not planning. We have SMT on 15-minute as well. This is true. This is actually, that's funny. I was actually scouting that beforehand as well. We do have SMT on the 15. Took some nice longs during London session this morning. For those of you that don't know, I'm actually back in California for a couple days before I go back to London for the Tradeify meetup. But here we are. This morning we had accumulation manipulation. This 3M swept out this 2:30 a.m. low, led to a closure below the 60. I actually grabbed my entry on the retrace of the 60, ended up retracing perfectly into the change in state of delivery, led to a nice 3.10R. I had some slippage on that candle. It was about 3.10R on that candle. So really solid long. So I'm already one on the day, up about 970 ducks, 970 bucks. Hassan, what's up? Welcome. Econ puts 1. What's the 1 for? All right, well, there goes aggressive 933 candle. Definitely getting a sweep out of the 2:30 a.m. low. What do we think, guys? Is this a sweep out? I can't tell. Insane. I think this might be a sweep out, guys. I'm not sure, but I think it might be a sweep out. Yeah, it's looking like it, eh? How's everybody though? What's everybody's goals for this week? All right, looks like indices are going to be pushing lower now. Major SMT with ES and YM now. So looking like longs are going to be invalidated for myself. We did retrace into the EQ. We formed the wick of the hourly, the 30-minute candle here. So looking like we're going to get a bearish move lower here, probably into some major DOLs on this hourly time frame. So ideally on this hourly, we do have this hourly fair value that we're currently in on right now, which I'll mark out for you guys here. We do have this hourly fair value here. We also do have another fair value. We have actually quite a few fair values at these lows, but we'll see. Probably going to rip through these like butter. Gold here as well. Gold longs playing out beautifully. We had a nice sweep out, C2 sweep, 9 o'clock sweep of the 850 or the 832 9 o'clock low. So there's the 830 low here. Nice sweep out led to a long signature, rejecting off of this fair value now too with this 2:30 a.m. low. Want to recover my loss from previous weeks. Do you usually wait for C1 to close? Yes, I do, Yasir. I do. Lara, I have a dumb question. I've never traded indices in London session. Is there a time that is like 9:30 and 8:30 in London? Typically for me, I really enjoy the 2 to 3 a.m. window. I mean, at least PST. Like right after the first hour of London session. So I look for the 2 or 3 a.m. sweeps. Those have worked best for me personally. Want to recover my loss from previous weeks? That's a good goal, Sheena. Great goal. Wonderful goal, actually. I think you can do it. I'm a big believer. Thanks, noted. Yeah, of course. Anytime. So guys, today is payout day for me as well. So I'm quite amped about that. I'm about to get a maximum payout request on Top Step for 25 bands. So it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Oh man, we got payday today. We have payday today. This is true. I've got $11,700 in profit on 5 of the fundeds, which means that that is a maximum 50% split, which is a 25K. Hell yeah, brother. Congrats, brother. You deserve it. Appreciate it. Hi, Leo. Loyalty family, what's up? Mr. Sereno, good day, Leo. Happy for you, man. Appreciate it, guys. I don't really talk about my payouts often, but I was told recently by some individuals I should actually let you guys know that I do, in fact, get payouts and trade on my personal account, because I know I do a lot of education, but believe it or not, I do actually make money from trading. This GC setup was this sweep out of this 830 low here. We had this 8:30, 9 o'clock low. 9 o'clock swept it out, formed a candle to unicorn here. So the closure above the 60 now led to a long, anticipating that gold's going to probably retrace into this DOL here. So I'll actually mark this out. Whenever I put an X on my chart, by the way, chat, that's just to draw on liquidity for myself, just as a heads up. So here I'm anticipating gold to retrace. So the ideal setup would have been closure above, stop at the low of the 60, target up here at the draw on liquidity, about 1.86R. The C2 swaps are tricky because there's no candle close at the time. Any advice on the best way to handle them? Look for external sweeps this year. External versus internal sweeps. Also see if you can align it with breakers or other layers of confluence like SMT. Yeah, Hassan, that's my GC setup. In this C3 with gold, what do you think? Yeah, gold is nice. It's definitely gonna trace up into this draw on liquidity at around 37.6. Here we are pulling into this fair value gap. Missed a short opportunity. A-okay though, would have been a stop out. Actually, no, wouldn't have been a stop out. Would love a walkthrough of how you approach combines and funded accounts and how you manage to get payouts consistently. Brian, my number one rule, especially for people that are getting into trading, never trade minis. Like genuinely never trade minis. If you're on a funded 50K or 150K or 250K or 300K, whatever, if you're 250K, you can trade one mini, but trust me, just learn to trade with just micros to start. Just trade micros, trade a couple micros, build the consistency. For the first few payouts, literally just hit your payout goal, the consistency goal, the 100, like with Top Step, hit your $150 days. That's what's gonna work best for you. I promise you, if you do that, you will see already much bigger results for yourself. I was looking for longs on NQ. How do you find the bias? Higher time frame, hourly and 4 hour. We look at the 4 hour here, 4 hour, we haven't had a sweep out yet, so it's a deep retrace into this 4 hour fair value gap because we have an hour and a 4 hour fair value gap here. Also, we had a huge new weekly opening gap, which is one thing that I'm watching to see us potentially fill out. So if I actually just mark this out, and I'll mark this out as our new NWOG. All right, new weekly opening gap, or NWOG. See what happens. Looks like we're probably going to retrace into this new weekly opening gap as well. We might even fill it out today. We'll see. But yeah, I had incorrect bias. I was looking for longs this morning. Clearly was not the play for myself. So shorts are going to be the move, in fact. There's no... Here we are now, once again, retrace into a continuation lower here. The gap is only because of the contract rollover low. Correct, Cameron, I'm aware. I'm very aware about that, but that still is a gap. You back in the States? Yes, sir. Can I short the 5-minute IFEG on NQ, SMT, and there's HIST there? I mean, if that's your entry model, rip it, right? I wish I could tell you what to do. I can't tell you everything to do, boss. I don't see an issue with that, though. I had to quickly fix up Nightbot. Nightbot is going crazy. 1 second. So yeah. What's up, Leo? Hey, what's up, Elias? Good seeing you, boss. Steven, that's not a real gap, just contract rollover. Very aware, Steven. I'm very aware. Still expecting a retrace, though. We do have quite a bearish bias here on the higher time frame. Everybody hit the likes, brother. Thank you, Sheena. I appreciate it. Timers. YM crazy. Yeah, YM's been crazy, dude. Peep YM on this. Look at YM. YM is nuts, dude. Very clean movement on YM, though. I mean, that is a clear manipulation to a short signature. Indices are going lower. Elias, how's it going, boss? I took that MGC trade before joining the stream. Got out at 2R. That's what I'm aiming for. Mr. Sereno. There we go, boss, man. Love to see that. Good work. Guess we'll see if the hour 4 fair value gap holds or if the higher time from POI for higher. Exactly, Brian. I've been binge watching your videos, man. The explanations are nicely simplified and clean. Love it. Yasir, also amped to hear that. Super amped to hear that. Super amped to hear that. Do you guys want me to post about my payouts or no? I just feel like it's kind of cocky. I know it sounds stupid, but like genuine question. Would you guys want me to post about my payouts or no? Like on Twitter or whatever? Would you like to see a move to 24,437? Ideally, yes. Okay, I'll post more about my payouts. Looks like gold here making its way up to this draw on liquidity up at 37.60. See what happens. NQ here is having some issues with this hourly fair value. Not issues, but it's making its way slowly. So I'm going to mark this as our fair value gap as our 1 hour FVG. Pulling back here, probably retracing before. No. Seeing if we can get an inversion. Arturo, I'm 22. 22, yeah, we want? All right, sweet. I'll post more on payouts. I'll post my top step payouts when I request them today. Bro, I'm 27. Yeah, I'm 22. Like, we were supposed to be millionaires and all that. No, Arturo, dude, trust me. Like, what's the statistic? Let's search this up. Average age of a millionaire. The average age of an American millionaire is 61. 61 is the average age. Now it's increasing. It's around 57 in 2024. End of 2024. 57. Dude, you are so fine, Arturo. There's literally, and I mean that when I say there is no sweat. You have time. You just need to focus on your process, focus on yourself, right? That's what's going to bring you true value in your life right now, is if you truly spend the energy to focus on yourself rather than focusing on what other people want you, right? You don't want people to create an expectation of you, because you should be creating an expectation for what you want in your life, not what people want out of your life. That's never going to help you, ever. I mean that. They don't use YM for indices analysis, but I'm 22 as well. Hell yeah. I do use YM. I use YM SMT. I don't actually take trades on YM. Me personally, guys, I'm not a fan. Gold here just forming a crazy bear signature on the 3 minute. Don't even know what that's about, but that's something. Noted down in my journal. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so right now, honestly, I missed the entry here. We're getting this rejection off this hourly, pulled into this hourly fair value. Now we're getting a rejection. If we get a bearish closure back below, we can anticipate that we're probably going to pull into 24,522. No camera for today. I don't know why the face cam wasn't working. It actually wasn't working. It's not an excuse. Just genuinely wasn't working. Try to get it to work. It's good being back in the States, though. Feels nice, guys. Looks like I'm going to get stopped on gold C3 continuation. Yeah, I mean, that was an aggressive 3 minute. I don't know what this 3 minutes about. Probably just a deep retrace here. I just don't see gold going lower until we sweep out this draw. I just don't see that being feasible right now. Do you ever do continuation trades or just reversals? Oh, I do. I absolutely trade continuations, Mr. Serena. I trade Candle 3 continuations. Are you one of the T-Trade students? I am not Mellow. I'm my own. I'm my own student. My own student of the market, boss. Own student of the market. Shorts feel sus. Yeah, I mean, they're going to make it. We say that and they're going to rip their way all the way to 24,522. But I do hear your point, Brian. I do hear your point on that. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Something, that's for sure. $30 seconds till this 3-minute closure. I want to see how we react off this hourly fair value, to be so frank. Shorts feel sus, true low. Yeah, I mean, if we get a closure below this hourly fair value, you can expect I can anticipate a continuation lower here. Bro, why don't you mark stuff like 5-minute fair value gap that got created on QNES right now? Is there any reason? Well, I mean, I see it more. I don't know. If you guys want me to visually map it for you, but for myself, it's like I see the 5-minute fair value. So I don't really need to mark it for myself because I already see it, you know? Like it's just, I don't know. I don't like clutter on my charts either. So if I already see it, there's no point in me really wanting to draw it out for you guys because I think most of you can see it as well on your own chart. Any future firm with static drawdown? I mean, we have the static drawdown would be Top Step. Like it's a 2K drawdown with no daily loss limit. Learn to be patient for the F-shaped recovery and letting the current move go. That's good. Yeah, I was gonna say V-shape, not. Yeah, that's a good call, Brian. Very good call. Which situations do you put your entry on the retest instead of the candlestick closure? Retest, I mean, if we have an aggressive move, most of the time you'll see market retrace temporarily. Like if we have an aggressive closure below 60, 90% of the time you can anticipate even a slight retrace. So I'll take the retrace. Top Step in my funded futures, correct. What days are their live broadcasts? Going to be shooting for Monday through Friday, but YouTube twice a week, the rest premium. Taking a stab long at 6687. Okay, Darren. What's the criteria behind that? You enter only a reversal? I do not. I take continuation trades as well. Gold here, kind of what I anticipated. Probably going to get a retrace. I just don't see gold going lower until we get until we get taken out at this draw of liquidity, this DOL here. Hope you don't mind the questions. No, I love the questions. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Hey, what's up, Lab? I've been learning the lab model in the lab, but not sure C2 is for me, so I've been studying T-Trade C3 content, got the TTFM indicator. Hey, Dejan, I think it's a great idea. Continuation trades, even though there are less setups, they do present higher probability. C2 is a little riskier. I just have been trading C2 a while, so I kind of understand the pros and cons and how to find and decipher a higher probability setup. Eventually, I'll get a course out with my model on C2 sweeps, so you guys can best find it. Got stopped out of my C3 on gold. Where was your stop? Hunter, where was your stop on that? I'm trying to get an idea on how you'd handle situations when YM is all over the show, how handle the fake SMTs, any rules to ignore it. I mean, fake SMT, I only trade SMTs that get confirmed. Let me say this properly. I only trade SMTs that get confirmed with a market structure shift. So if there's an SMT that forms, or in some POIs, so if we're trading a continuation, and let's say NASDAQ pulls into a fair value gap, forms an SMT in a fair value gap, and another one in another asset like YM or ES does not, I will trade the lagging asset and use that SMT once that market structure shift or that internal change in state of delivery gets confirmed. 933 low. The 933 low. How would you have gotten stopped out? It wouldn't have taken you out yet at the 933 low. Oh, stopped on MNQ. Got it. Okay. I would have, for a trade with a continuation, I would have just done an EQ on this because the 933 low, I mean, after that bearish move, I would have done a EQ, definitely an EQ stop there, because we also had a fair value gap here that aligned with this, right? Look at these POIs. There's a high chance that market could pull into this fair value as well that formed on gold. So at least EQ lined up with the encroachment, the 50% marker of the fair value. When we don't trade, like which news, high impact news, FOMC, CPI, etc. Hope that answered your question though, Yasir, on fake SMTs. But here we go, guys. As mentioned at the start of the stream, looks like we are indeed going to get 24,522 swept out. We already cleared all the liquidity above, stopped long above highs, and shorting about the lows. Okay, gotcha. I was thinking the 933 would be a protected low. Let me see. No, because it's not a protected low because it hasn't pulled into any POI. If it pulled into this fair value gap and rejected higher, then it confirmed above. That would have been a protected low, but it wasn't a protected low until it sweeps out some POI. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Anytime, boss. Yeah. Yeah, well, honestly, looks like it's going to be a no trade AM session for myself. We're going to get this sweep out kind of as I intended here. Looks like we're going to pull into this new weekly opening gap, and that's just going to be the end of that for me. You know, missed that trade, missed that short entirely. I gave you guys all my price target literally right at 9:30 open here. You guys can check the start of the stream. I think right at 9:30 or around 9:33, I told you guys that my next draw on liquidity lied at this 24,522.75, and that's exactly what's happening right now. So be it. You know, can't win them all. Can't win them all. Also, if you guys haven't already, like this stream. We have 131 of us and 15 likes on the stream. Let's get this thing to 70 likes or something, right? Was immediately stopped, going to wait for 6662. Yeah. Darren, what's the criteria behind it? Are you just trying to bottom tick? Because that's not a strategy, boss. Platinum futures are correlated. Here, hold up, I'm putting a message in Discord. Platinum, typically you can use gold and silver, by the way. Sorry, let me just send this message to the premium. Was immediately stopped, no signal, no like, lol, what do you mean? No signal, no like, lol. Damn, that's crazy. That's a crazy line. I'm giving some education over here, Yasir. Some free education. Answering your questions? Yikes. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Thanks, yeah, of course, Tooth Fairy. Silver. It's silver for GCSMT, Mr. Serena. Silver, silver, silver for GCSMT. Yep, here we go. As anticipated with gold once again. This is just a fake. It's just a retrace into the EQ before you get an expansion higher. Guarantee this draw gets swept out on gold. I'd be shocked if it doesn't. Tesla today opening in within yesterday's range, which is also interesting. Want to see a sweep out of the higher low. So no longs. YM took London high. Yeah. YM took out London highs. There's zero reason to be looking for longs because that creates a massive SMT between YM and Nasdaq. Just kidding, bro. I'm surprised more people haven't hit the like. Yes, here. I know you're messing, dude. I have seen you in the streams, dude. I know you're just messing with me. I just gotta give you shit on occasion too. What's your prediction on tomorrow's news? Honestly, it's looking like we might be sending lower. I'm honestly on par with the idea of markets sending lower, to be so frank. 5 minutes till 10 a.m. by the way. What chart we look onto before taking trades on NQ? You should be looking at NQ or ES. Hey Philip, how's it going? Welcome back. How you doing? Doing good. Back in the States for a few days before London again. And I just got a new, I'm not on the mic now, but guys, I just bought a Shure SM7B as well as a Focusrite Scarlett Solo audio mixer. So we're gonna have some high quality audio for you guys. Like I'm really, really looking forward to the future streams, guys. We're about to ramp up the content and the YouTube videos, so you better stay tuned. Better stay tuned. Good morning, boss. Tomorrow, no trading day, right? Yeah, if no setup presents, no trade day. I definitely will not be trading within 4 hours of FOMC, though. I don't think I'll be trading AM session until post FOMC. These guys want everything. They don't want to learn anything. Facts. Tesla gonna pamp it. Market has been going so high on nothing but bad news. So crazy. No, I know. I mean, honestly, it's just a short sell, right? It's just a rubber band effect. Do you watch PSP for your trades? I don't watch PSP, no. Where I left crypto and doing indices now, joined Lens and MIMPs after leaving crypto. Yeah, not surprised. I mean, you guys have probably seen the pump fun news recently too. Absolutely diabolical, man. Absolutely diabolical. I say that just because I'm jealous, man. Ridiculous. My cigarette. I actually airdrop this to my laptop. Guys, I'm so excited that we're about to have some crazy good content on the stream soon. I mean that. It's going to be a good time. We're ramping up the content. I'm investing in a really good setup, so it's going to be good quality for all of you. Very, very, very much so looking forward to it. Are SMTs more impacted on your strategy? What do you mean by more impacted? Are they more impactful or are they more impacted? Also, PT's about to hit here. Looks like 24,522 is about to hit. Sometimes must do London streams on YouTube. Yeah, I will. Do you use macro concepts? Not often, Jinsley. Oh, sorry, Gizlaney. Plans to start your own outside lab? Not sure, Brian. Unsure. Probably unsure. We'll see. I don't know if I get enough interest. But right now I just have been doing my mentorship, which has been working well. I've been mentoring students instead. Eventually, if you guys have enough interest, I'll probably do something of my own. But you guys will have to let me know what you think. Compound is mine as well, correct. Where is that info? Info for what? Yes, Compound is mine as well, correct. Do you trade crypto? I do not. I just have some crypto. Yes, Sheena, it is. What is this indicator? It's the TTFM indicator. T-Trades fractal model. The mentorship? Shoot me a message on Twitter or Discord, Brian. I can give you some details on it, boss. Message you on Xbot mentorship last week. Wanted to learn more about it. Oh, did I not? Did I miss your message? Shoot me a follow-up. Sorry, I sometimes get crowded in the DMs. So I apologize that I haven't reached out to that yet. Shoot me a follow-up right now so I see it. Oh, Dijon, I see your message. I see your message. Let me get to you. I see it already. Can you show the other three indicators? Just the Luxago breaker block and ICT kill zones. All right, here we go. We're going to retrace lower here. This is 10 o'clock, by the way. This is the 10 o'clock candle. Expecting 10 o'clock to sweep out at least to pull into this 522. If not, then this is just going to be change in state of delivery, continuation higher. We're going to have a 10 a.m. reversal. Kidding. If you already have done so, can you explain the NQ trade you took earlier as well as detail? No problem, thanks. Yes, apologies about that again. NQ trade I took earlier, I'm going to film a YouTube video on it, so stay tuned for that as well. But what did we have? We had a clear bullish trend on NASDAQ, right? If we look at the higher time frame on the 30-minute, we were just expansion, retracement, so on and so forth. What did we have here? Well, we formed a deep retracement on NASDAQ, which basically almost broke out of our market structure, which formed an accumulation phase. We see how we were kind of ranging between this slightly wider range on NASDAQ. Then what happened? We formed a low of the 2:30 a.m. candle. 3 o'clock then swept and manipulated. So we had a classic AMD, accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Accumulation manipulated the 3M, manipulated the 2:30 a.m. low. We formed a change in state of delivery with the sweep out of the 2:30 low with the 3 o'clock sweep. Then a closure above the 60 forms an entry model, an entry signature, but because we had such an aggressive 3-minute, I waited for a retrace, grabbed a little bit of the retrace, obviously not to the full 60 because I can never really 100% predict where retraces are going to go. And then I grabbed the retrace of the 60 and took it out to the minus 2.5 standard deviation, which led to a 3.16R trade. Hassan, I'm going to film a video on my trading journey because I have a fun one. I've been saying it on quite a few of my streams, so I'm going to film a YouTube video on it. Get you guys all on that. Can I send you a DM and ask some questions about mindset and trading on money and market conditions? Absolutely, Philip. Please go for it. Yeah, and Dejan, I'll get to it very soon here, boss man. Tomorrow FOMC, no trades. Not planning on trading for FOMC, correct. I'm not planning on it. Just realized I was in full screen. This looks cleaner. 10 o'clock form. Honestly, guys, I think it just might be a no trade and for myself. Took one trade and one break even on the day. I took a break even right before stream, actually. There's a sound on background like you drawing something. Oh, interesting. Oh, I think it's just my trackpad. Yeah, anyways, guys, that's going to conclude the stream for me today. You made it seem so easy, man. Hey, I promise I'll film an in-depth video. Let's type some ones in chat. Who would want a YouTube video of me explaining my trade from this morning? Who would want a YouTube video? Good morning, Leo. Hope you're having a good one, boss man. Alicio, you as well, boss man. Arturo, no trade before the news. Yeah, no trade before FOMC for myself. Not at all. 1111111. Okay. All right. Well, then I'll film that video. Looks like we're about to get a retrace. 10 o'clock is going to get a continuation lower here. Probably fill out this gap. But yeah, guys, honestly, I think I'm going to conclude the stream. Just for myself, I already missed the short signature from this morning. Double SMT at these highs, missed out on that opportunity. A-okay though, we move on to the next. That's life, right? So, gonna conclude the stream there. Honestly, no reason for me to be taking a trade if I'm not. I mean, yeah, I'm already one trade in on the day, green on the day, about $976.20 on the day on my fundeds. So can't complain, right? Decent day. We'll take it. But yeah, we love you, Leo. See you. Yeah, well, Cater, love seeing you too, boss. Thanks for popping in the stream as always, guys. If you haven't already liked the stream, I'll catch you guys very, very soon. Post some stuff on Twitter. I'll get this YouTube video filmed and edited and posted tomorrow, so stay tuned for that as well. And yeah, I'll catch you on the very next stream. Thank you all for popping by once again, and I will see you all very, very soon. Alrighty, bye everybody.